But to get started, we're going to sit nice and tall and comfortable. So do feel free to sit on a blanket, a bolster, or a cushion if you prefer. We're just going to take the hands facing down, either onto the knees or maybe into the lap, just so we're really coming inwards. We're literally signalling that we're coming into ourselves right now. We're going to lower or close the eyes, whichever feels right for you. And as we sit lovely and tall, just allowing the breath to flow in and out. No control, no judgment. Just feeling the cooler air on the tip of the nose and the warmer air as it comes out. And as you feel that flow of breath, notice how the body feels. So you might choose to take your awareness just down through the shoulders, the back, through the arms and the legs, just scanning the body. Can we feel the clothes on the skin? Can we feel where the legs touch the earth? Just taking your time to notice sensations. I'm not pausing on any. We're just going from sensation to sensation. Noticing what needs to be noticed. And taking the awareness once again back to the tip of the nose. Feel the cooler air coming in and the warmer air going out. Just lengthening the breath now. Allowing ourselves to take just slightly longer inhales and longer exhales. You might even just take a few moments to say to yourself, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Give yourself that focus. And if the mind is chattering away, thinking about what it needs to do or what's just happened, just notice those detours of thought and bring it back. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Now we're going to keep that lovely cadence of breath. But take the fingertips down to the earth, either side of the body. Keeping the shoulders and the arms nice and soft. We're just going to inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, twisting to one side, taking the hand to the opposite knee. As you inhale, come back up to center. As you exhale, twist to the other side. The inhale leads you up to center. And the exhale twists you. And just flow with your breath. Notice how that feels. And you can take it as deep or as soft as you like. Notice any little crickles or crackles around the back. And take in maybe just one more on both sides. Taking your time, there's no rush. Coming back to center, taking the fingertips high and then bringing them down, giving the wrists a little wiggle, a little rotate, a little shake of the arms. Perfect. And then coming to the hands and knees when you're ready. The hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, or even a little wider if that feels comfortable. We're going to take the body in circles, so we're not quite starting with our cat-cow tilt. We're going to take the body round in a circle that suits you. So it might be a little movement, or you might take it even a little further over the wrists and then all the way back. It's great to put that little bit of pressure on the wrists to circle them, particularly when we've been using a keyboard or a laptop for a long period. Take it round in the other direction. Really just getting into this lovely cycle. Feeling the ground beneath the knees, the hands, the feet. Lovely. And coming back to center when you're ready. Re-spreading the hands, connect each fingertip and put a little bend in the elbows. We're going to inhale, lift the head and the chest, point the bottom. As you exhale, round the back and push the back to the sky. Inhale, lift the heart, looking gently up. As you exhale, round the back, let the head be heavy. And just float through your breath. Move in a speed and a way that serves you today. Feel all that lovely prana, the energy going up and down the spine as we move. Aiming to make a little bit of space where there might be some tension. Perfect. When we're finished, we're going to just come back to our tabletop position, gentle flat back. Really just connecting with the earth, with the hands, the knees. And then we're going to take the right leg back, hooking the toes onto the earth. Just take a lovely little stretch the back of the leg. You might even find it nice, just rock gently forwards and backwards. You can feel really just activating, feel the back of the leg. Bring it back into center, and then let's just swap that over. So taking the left leg back, rocking forwards and backwards, and seeing how both sides might feel different to each other. Wonderful. Bringing it back into center. Take a moment, just sit back on the heels, give the wrists a little wiggle, a little shake. And then we're going to come into gate posture. So you might want to move long ways on your mat. It really depends where you are. We're going to come to have the knees underneath the hips, body stacked up lovely and tall. If you need to pop a blanket under the knees or roll the mat over, that can feel nice for a bit of extra comfort. I'm going to bring the hands to the hips, roll the shoulders back, and then take the right leg out. And the foot is coming in line with the knee. We're pushing the hips gently forward, so we're not sort of leaning down. We've got a lovely stack of body, crown of the head pulling up to the sky. Fabulous. On an inhale, we're going to bring the left arm all the way up. And then as you exhale, we're going to slide over to the side. Keeping the hips gently pushing forward. Steady breaths. Just opening up into the ribs, into the sides of the body. Wonderful. On an inhale, we're going to lift all the way back up. And then as you exhale, we're going to windmill the hands over. Bringing the left hand to the floor. You might bring the right arm across the head, or we might pop it on the hip. Really just depends on how it feels on the shoulders, on the body. Again, just taking a nice little stretch, nice little opener on the side of the body. Fabulous. Couple more breaths there. Then when you're ready, we're going to inhale and lift up using that tummy, and exhale, hands down. Bring the knees back in together and take a little roll of the hips. Just one way, then the other. A little bit of movement and flow there. Coming back to centre, we're going to take the left foot out this time. Finding that lovely long spine, just unlocking that extended leg so the knee hasn't sort of popped into place. We're going to inhale, right arm comes up, and as we exhale, we take it down to the left. Keep pushing the hips forward. Breathing into the ribs and the side of the body. Fabulous. We're going to inhale, take it all the way up, and exhale, take it over and stretch the arm over the head or hand to the hip, whichever feels right for you. Let's make some space, particularly when we've sat down, we feel all crumpled up. Yeah, let's open the body. On an inhale, we're going to lift all the way back up. And then exhale, come back to centre. And again, maybe just taking the hip in circles, just round one way, then the other. And coming back to centre. So you might turn around if you wiggled yourself onto long ways, come back to the short ways. We're going to bring the hands down, tuck the toes under and push up to a nice soft downward facing dog. Have a little wiggle out there. You might pedal the legs, swing the hips, push the heart towards the thighs. Notice how all of that feels. And gently looking up towards the hands when we're ready. Walking the feet forward, coming into a nice gentle forward fold. So a little bend in the knees, let the body hang. We'll now rock of the head, yes to yoga, no to stress. And softly let's inhale all the way up to standing. Shoulders back and down as you get there. And then have a nice little shake off, a little shimmy. Release the arms, release the legs. Fabulous. So we're going to get the feet roughly underneath the hips, but a little wider if that feels better on your lower body. Nice tall body, engage the belly so we feel lifted and tall. So we're going to come into eagle arms, really work into some shoulder, create a little bit of heat here. So taking the arms out in front, about shoulder height but no higher. We're going to take the right arm underneath the left and bend it up. So this might look different for everybody and it will look different on both sides. You're then going to bend the left elbow. So now backs of the hands might come together. You might be able to wrap the hands to touch palm to palm, or you might be anywhere in between. It's all perfect. Just keeping that lovely long body. And breathing there. If you do want to add in a little extra element, if you feel like you've got a bit of stress or energy to burn, you could bend the knees and sit back into almost a chair posture. As we breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. And just holding it there for a few more breaths if that's okay, but remember you can come out at any point. On an exhale, release the arms, lengthen the legs if you took the bend. And then we're just going to swing the body in circles, gently tapping the hips, the belly, the glutes. And back into center when you're ready. So let's take that to the other side. So arms come up again, back shoulder height. This time we take the left arm under, bend the elbow. We then bend the right arm. And again, backs of the hands might come together. We might find palms wrap. And it will perhaps look very different from one side. Find that lovely long spine, active belly. You might bring in the bend if that feels good for you. And squeeze the arms together. We're just creating a lovely bit of flow, a little bit of heat. Squeezing what needs to be squeezed out. Lovely. 2 or 3 more breaths. And then when you feel ready, unwind the arms, lengthen the legs. Again, having a little shake off and then swinging the body side to side. A little bit of a twist going. Perfect. And when you're ready, coming back to the top of the mat if we've moved down at all. So you've got space behind you. We're going to bring the hands together at the heart. Lovely tall spine. Take a nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. When you're ready, let's inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold it forward. Just let the arms hang, let the head hang for a couple of breaths. Feeling that lovely length in the spine. And then bringing the hands to the earth, so bending the knees as much as you need to. We're going to step the right leg back and then lower that back knee. Flatten out the toes if that feels comfy. Keep this front knee bent, knee over the ankles. Got a lovely little right angle. Melting the hips down. Then you might feel like you want to take a rock forwards and backwards. This can be really good for when we are sitting a lot at our desk and the glutes and the piriformis don't get much action. We're just moving into the hips. Might even go a little side to side, just exploring and breathing. And settle it forward. We're going to plant the right hand on the floor. Inhale, bring the left arm up and twist into the thigh. We're then going to take this left arm and just wrap it around the body. Almost to see if you could touch the right hip. Encouraging the twist and the openness. Pause in there for a few breaths. Noticing how that feels. Fabulous. When you're ready, an inhale brings that left arm all the way back up. And the exhale brings it down to the ground. Lovely. We're just going to slide this front foot backwards. So we're coming into a tabletop position. And then let's hook up and over to downward facing dog and take a little bit of movement there. Pedal it out, swing the hips, even shaking and jiggling really can help our sympathetic nervous system. Bringing it to stillness when you're ready. Looking up to the hands, walking or stepping it forward to your forward fold. Let the head be heavy. On an inhale, let's roll it all the way up to standing. Gorgeous tall spine, hands together at the heart. Take a lovely deep breath in. A full breath out. And let's inhale, take the arms up high. Exhale, fold it forward. Take a moment there. Connecting the hands with the floor, step the left leg back, lower that left knee. And again, flatten out the toes if that feels okay. When you're ready, just see if you want to take these little rows forwards and backwards again. And noticing any subtle differences on both sides. We can often see if we cross our legs or if we sit to one side simply by noticing sensation in the hips. A little side to side. And settling it back into that lunge position, getting the knee over the ankle. Let's plant the left hand on the floor. Inhale, right arm comes up. And then we take that right arm round the back. Really encouraging an open heart. Great for our posture, helping with a slouchy feeling. Check in with the breath, keeping it soft and flowing. Fabulous. Let's inhale, right arm up. Exhale, take it down. And then we're just going to slide that right foot back. Bring the knees in. And then we're going to take it up to our downward facing dog. Again, if movement feels right, we're going to pedal, shimmy, shake. Even take a gorgeous big breath in and sigh it out. Let go of anything that isn't serving you today. Fabulous. When you're ready, looking up towards the hands, walking or stepping it forward to your fold. Just taking a moment there. And with a little bend in the knees, we're going to inhale, roll it all the way up. Mountain posture. Take a shake out, and then we're going to step out wide onto the yoga mat. So just as wide as feels comfortable and stable for you. Now take the toes ever so slightly away from each other. So we're not sort of pirouetting, they're not pointing out completely, just a little angle. Bring the hands together at the heart. Just spreading the feet, connecting to all four corners of both feet. Take a nice soft inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees. We're coming into goddess posture. So knees are pushing out, thighs are active. We're going to keep the hands here for a moment at the heart. Lovely. And we're going to bring the arms out. So elbows are coming in line with the shoulders. Hands are above the elbows and we're spreading into the fingers. Just energizing the whole body, maybe a little squeeze of the glutes. Taking 2 or 3 breaths here. Lovely. Maybe dipping slightly lower for the last breath. And then inhaling all the way up. Exhale out. Fabulous. Step it in. Give the legs a little shimmy. Bring the feet together. And if close together doesn't feel good, we can have as much space as needed. We want to find a nice center point in the body. Bringing the hands together once again at the heart. I'm going to move into a little tree posture. So slightly unlocking the knees. We're going to take the right foot up onto the toes. And then open the knee like a book. And we can place the heel against the opposite leg. You could choose to take the foot up further. We'll see what works for you. Stay grounded and focused. Might be a wobble in our branches, a little bit of wind. That's fine. If we fall out, we simply get back in. Gently pressing the fingertips together. Taking a moment of stillness, pushing into that standing leg, feeling tall, grounded. We're rooting down, but to rise up. Wonderful. And take a lovely big inhale. As we do, we're going to take the hands down and then sweep them up. Palms together, exhale, hands back down to the heart, and then release the foot. Walk the legs out. Notice the sensations. And find your center points once again. When you're ready, taking the left foot onto the toes, opening out the knee. You can choose where that foot needs to be. Rooting down through that standing leg. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Fab. Few more breaths here, noticing if our balance is even on both sides or if it's not. When you're ready, let's inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together as you exhale, take it down, stepping the leg out, walking out, walking the feet, giving yourself a little shake off, and then coming back to the top of your mat if you've moved elsewhere. Lovely. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, fold it down. Bring the hands down to the ground. We're going to step it back to downward facing dog for the last time this afternoon. So really sending the sitting bones high, pulling the heels towards the earth. Lovely. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Let the head be heavy, shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to lower the knees down to the ground. Coming back to our tabletop position. We're going to come into a thread the needle posture. We're going to come into a really nice soft version of this so we can just find a little bit of softness, a little bit of relaxation. So we're actually going to take the knees out a little wider, bring the toes towards each other, move the bottom down towards the heels as if we were going to come into a child's pose. Body is still lifted. We're going to take the right arm underneath the left, send it away, and then see if we can lower down, shoulder and head to the earth. Might find that we want to put a pillow under the head or a block if we've got one, or even just take the opposite hand under the head, twisting the upper body, so finding that sweet spot. a sensation. A little balance between effort and release. Nice, steady breaths. Relax the hips. Relax the lower body. Lovely long breathing, just for a few more moments. And then when you're ready, just starting to unwind, gently lifting back up and coming back into that gentle lifted child's pose. You might just take a nice wiggle from side to side, feel the back, see how that feels. And then we're going to take it on to the other side. So this time the left arm goes underneath the right one and we lower down. Again, you might pop something under that head just to make it a little bit more comfortable. See how you feel. Find that little twisting sensation, the openness perhaps between the shoulder blades. And relax the hips. Allow yourself to melt into the posture. Perfect. Few more breaths here. And then gently making your way back up, untwisting the body. Lifting up to your tabletop once again. And maybe taking a couple of cat-cow tilts now, just in your own time, in your own space. See how that feels. Even going side to side, just exploring. Until you feel ready to make your way over to your sitting bones. Take the legs out long. Give the head a little shake, shoulders a little shimmy. Coming to our staff posture, nice tall body. We're going to bend the right leg up. And so from here, you might keep the right foot on the right side, or you might step it over to the other side of the leg. Whatever feels good and comfortable, just making sure both sitting bones are on the ground. We're going to wrap the left arm around that knee and turn the body to the right. Back hand just very gently supports us. So we're trying not to sort of lean back, fully supported by the hand, just a gentle tap on the floor. Relax the shoulders, maybe gazing over that back shoulder. Beautiful long breaths. And just flow through. Noticing if any thoughts come up and then just letting them go. Coming back to the breath. On an exhale, let's bring it back into center. We're going to take this leg over and let the knee fall towards the earth. It might not get there, it might be higher, lower. Just meet the body where it needs to be. Lovely lifted heart. We're going to inhale, take the arms to the sky, and then exhale, fold it forward. Just extending the back, reaching the belly towards the thigh and the chest towards the shin. Beautiful long breaths. Perfect. On an inhale, let's roll it up nice and slowly. Take the legs out, give them a lovely shimmy, a little shake, and then we'll take that on to the other side. So this time the left knee comes up, and we're going to choose again which side you want that foot on. So you might find that both sides feel very different. Nice tall spine. Let's wrap the right arm around the knee as we twist the body in towards that left thigh. Fingertips on the ground, gentle support. Maybe looking over that back shoulder if that feels good on the neck. Feel lovely long inhales going up the spine. And the exhale coming all the way down. Perfect. When you're ready, we're going to unwind the spine. Take that leg back over and down, letting the knee fall down. Extending the crown to the sky. Inhale, lifting up high. Exhale, folding it forward. And again, lengthening the back down and forward. Perfect. Let's inhale nice and slowly, taking it back up. Give the knee a little hand to come in, take the leg out, little shuffle. Then we're going to slide forward on the mat so we can roll down to the earth. So do feel free to put jumpers on or socks on. We're just going to roll down nice and gently, maybe holding the backs of the thighs or maybe just with the hands to the earth. Connect the body vertebra by vertebra down to the ground. As we get there, we're going to pull the knees up towards the belly. Give yourself a little hug and then maybe a little rock from side to side. Massaging the back into the earth. Lovely. When you're ready, we're going to move into a lovely reclined twist. So we're going to let the left leg go all the way out onto the floor and hug the right knee in, giving it a little squeeze. And maybe just letting the right arm fall down to the side or above the head. Take a nice soft inhale. As you exhale, you're going to take that right knee across to the left-hand side and begin to twist. So you might find that you just want to go sort of halfway. The knee might come to the floor, anywhere in between. And we're aiming to keep both shoulder blades pressed onto the floor. So if you found that the body's starting to turn, just unwind the twist slightly. And breathe into it. Notice how it feels. Soften on the exhale. Maybe starting to lower or close the eyes. Perfect. When you're ready, starting to unwind the body, bring that knee back to center. Bring the left knee up to meet it. Give yourself that hug in. Little rock from side to side. And then we're going to let the right leg just lengthen down onto the ground, hugging the left knee in. When you're ready, letting that left arm just fall away. Taking a nice soft inhale. As you exhale, take that right leg over, left leg over to the right. And again, twisting, trying to keep both shoulder blades connected to the earth. Seeing how this might feel different on this side. Feeling the breath just slow and deepen. As you relax into the twist. And on your next inhale, bring it back up. Let's bring both knees in again, just for one more little hug in. Little rock from side to side. And then softly letting the feet fall towards the ground and come into your little short Shavasana posture. So allowing the body to just relax down onto the earth. Knees could maybe be bent or legs just out long. We're going to bring the hands to the belly. And just resting the fingertips and the palm onto the belly. Come back to the breath. Just feeling the inhale gently lifting the belly. And the exhale softly releasing. Noticing the sounds around you as you relax and breathe. Sounds from outside, from inside, and the sound of your own breath. And being just completely present to where you are. Feeling the breath, hearing the sounds. Being aware that you are aware. You're here now. Taking just a few moments to be still. And when you feel ready, sliding the hands above the head and giving yourself a full body stretch along the floor, pulling in both directions, feeling the tips of the fingers down to the tips of the toes. And take a sigh, a yawn, and do whatever movement feels right for you right now. rolling the wrists and the ankles, taking your time. And when you feel ready, just rolling over onto one side and gently pushing yourself back up to a seated position. Finding that lovely long spine. Bringing the hands together at the heart. And just lowering the chin down for a moment, just thanking yourself for coming today. Thanking your beautiful bodies for moving and for breathing. And just noticing the sense of calm and peace that you have created. And you can create it anytime you need. Namaste.